Oh no, some scary clown squirted water all over my comics.
Never fear, son! In Colorado, there is one place to go for all your comic needs. Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics.
Oh boy, thanks Coins, Cards, Comics, man. Oh no, there's a lady hanging off that building. Can you save her?
I can't save her, but you can also save 20% by getting a hold slot at Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics.
Oh no, she's falling.
Did you know prices are also falling on back issues at Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics?
Thanks for saving me, Coins, Cards, Comics guy. Now I can buy my son the card games he wants and the sports memorabilia my husband wants.
That's correct, ma'am. Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics knocks it out of the park. So visit 6700 Wadsworth Boulevard in Arvada, Colorado. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And tell them the Real Nerd sent you.
Does this sound familiar? You're interested in purchasing that new action figure but aren't sure if it's worth it? Well, come check out PlasticExplosion.com, where you can go to find all the latest and greatest action figure previews and reviews. Every week they'll be bringing you reviews and picks from your favorite collections, such as DC Universe, Masters of the Universe Classics, Marvel Universe, Star Wars, Transformers, and many more. Come check us out at PlasticExplosion.com. That's PlasticExplosion.com.
For barbecue that can't be beat, try Birdman Barbecue Sauce. Available and original and spicy. These robust, full-flavor sauces have the awesome power to kick your taste buds in their face. And for that smoking taste on everything you eat, try new Birdman Smoke and Rub. Caution! Meat left unrubbed may suffer from flavor performance anxiety. You can pick up Birdman Barbecue at local area Ace Hardware stores, Ruff's Barbecue in Golden, and the Danny Cash Hot Shop off Broadway. You can also like us on Facebook at Birdman BBQ.
Welcome to Real Nerds. I am Ryan. To my right is
James.
To my left is
Brad.
Brad looks really excited to be part of the show today. You all right?
My stomach hurts.
Oh,
man. Hey, sorry, guys. Sorry I'm
Jeez.
spoiling the show for everybody.
You are. You just bring it down.
Now my stomach hurts.
Man, I can't believe it. Sympathy pains, huh, James? That's really cute.
Thanks.
I'm glad you feel that way about Brad, that he has sympathy pains for you, Brad.
Well,
Thanks.
Actually, I
Brad doesn't give a shit. I care, James.
Thanks.
Yeah. Anyways, we saw Taken 2, Istanbul, this week. Starring Liam Neeson. Yep, Taken 2. That's what we saw this week.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Actually, that's the whole review of the movie.
It is. I mean, that's all we're going to say about it.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to The Real Nerds.
You can call us at no.
Yeah, guess what, guys? You can tweet us, real_nerds. We didn't get any tweets this week. You can email us, realnerds@gmail.com. We didn't get any emails. You can call us at 720-6nerds5. We didn't get any calls. The point is we want this to be part of, we want you to be part of the show, so interact with us at any time. That was my radio voice. I'm trying to liven it up because Brad looks like he's falling asleep in that Papasan chair over there.
It's because it has no back. I have to lay down in it.
Yeah. No, I'm the one who's falling asleep. I'm surprised I can pick this mic up. I'm so tired.
So, yeah, normally we would say, hey, let's get into some fan mail, but since no fans like us this week, I guess we'll dive right into some.
Jesse texted me and said he thought the Looper blowed his mind as well.
Nice. Thanks, Jesse, for texting Brad. You'll be our only fan mail this week. A text message.
Are you singing?
What are you doing?
While he's trying to talk? Oh, he said he was going to do that thing.
What? No. I was singing the Charlie Brown song because we're all sad because we got no messages.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't get that.
No, I don't remember that theme song.
Yeah, that didn't sound like it either. I'm a big Charlie Brown fan.
But you guys were paying.
Here. Well, be quiet. Let's go, James.
Didn't you watch Arrested Development?
I did. That's a great episode.
Yeah.
It's called Good Grief.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. You work on your tuning a little bit. Maybe.
I'm not a singer.
Anyways, box office number time, boys.
This is the box office stats.
I know it led last week.
Yeah.
Obama 2016.
Ugh.
I'm just kidding. It's Hotel Transylvania was 42.1 million,
42.5.
42.5 million, which is the biggest opening ever in September. So congrats to the cartoon.
Yeah, kids movies, man.
Looper, which we saw, opened at number 2 with $21 million. Ironically, they're both Sony movies, so Sony was laughing all the way to the bank last week.
And that's pretty good for a sci-fi rated R movie.
Oh, and especially original because they always have trouble catching on.
Oh, yeah. So Looper 2, man, good 25 million.
I think they said all they needed to say in Looper 1.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Johnson already said there's not going to be a sequel. So
Good. Because he pretty much... I guess I won't spoil the end of the movie for you guys. Make sure you go see it. So, yeah.
he ends the loop.
You fucking dick.
That doesn't actually tell you anything.
Yeah, it does. You just...
No, it doesn't.
Okay, who would you think would end the loop?
No, but he doesn't end the loop.
Looper sequels, Looper Reloaded, and Looper Resolutions. Evolutions. Fuck, I messed it up.
No film at the
But
same
I like
time.
Looper Resolutions because they're resolving the loop.
Looper 4, or did they? Looper on Stranger Tides.
Nobody knows.
On Stranger Tides was my least favorite Looper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also my least favorite Pirates of the Caribbean.
All right. Thanks, Box Office Mojo, for giving us...
Are we here today?
I don't know.
No,
giving
we're
us
not.
those,
No, we're not.
great box office numbers. We appreciate it. I do anyways. I don't know about you guys.
I do. I
I-
check them every Monday.
I'm pretty
and
indifferent.
Tuesday.
Me too.
And Wednesday. And when I'm
I
bored.
check them every day. Because
Really?
like, I wonder what...
Does it change?
How much money?
Yeah.
How much more money did The Dark Knight Rises make?
Yeah. I'm like, let me scroll
it-
down to see what the 100th movie is for the weekend.
Is it going to catch Star Wars? Come on. 30 million to go.
It will not.
Oh. The Avengers, though.
They
If
just
we could
closed...
get all the nerds together, 30 million, it could take Titanic.
Yeah, if they did
It
a-
would have if Titanic didn't have that 3D money.
Yep, that's bullshit.
Separate
3D
movie.
money.
Because
Separate movie.
it is because, if you look, they've put Finding Nemo 3D as different. So why is
What?
Titanic...
Oh, that's some bullshit.
So James Cameron must be ruling it.
How's it different? Really?
Yeah,
Has it it has a second
as a
listing?
separate listing for it.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo 3D.
Call shenanigans, Hollywood.
That's ridiculous. Oh.
It's almost like Hollywood wants those kind of movies to
like
be
James
number
Cameron
one.
called up and said, "Hey, I'm about to be dethroned."
Seriously,
maybe
like
we
who
should-
did James Cameron blow to get everything he ever wanted?
Maybe we should test the validity of his box office numbers, because did that many people really go see Avatar? I mean, really? I mean, seriously,
It's like all of India went to see that movie twice.
right?
It's almost like he spent what $1 billion making the movie over 10 years. He's like, I don't know if people are going to come out to see this. Better start pulling some strings. Oh yeah, made tons of money. Yeah, totally justified your investment. Yeah, look at Box Office Mojo. It's-
Wait, you guys never got a check from us? Just check the internet.
So
They say-
basically, he went to India. He's like, I will suck everybody's dick in India to push my movie over $2 billion.
You give me $8, I will suck your dick.
I will send aid to your country if you just go see my movie.
he took a lot of he took tons of blows in the mouth to get that.
God damn it.
The unwritten rules of Hollywood.
It's how many Indian dicks you have to suck to get your movie over the top.
I don't know if that's racist or not.
It's not. What do you call India people? Indians, right?
Totally.
No,
Thank you.
no, not that. I mean the idea that like if you go to India and you offer them $8 or that they have $8 for just any dude to suck their dick. Like no, they have no standards that they really
I
want their
think
dick
you-
sucked by that guy who sucked 4 million dicks in India.
It's okay,
Yeah.
James. They're all CGI Indians.
That was good.
Yeah, that was awesome. Hey, guess what? DVD and Blu-rays, guys.
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
So next week, James,
It's a scary week for me.
I know you pre-ordered Prometheus. What, 8 months ago?
Back in June, yeah.
So that's
So that'll
coming out. Yeah, they changed the cover art for it.
Yeah, the cover art for the Blu-ray is really cool.
Is it not just the stone head anymore?
No, it's not the stone head. It's like a CG holographic version of the engineer looking sideways, and then the 3D one has like the hologram of the galaxy, and then the old poster, the one with the Prometheus on it and the floating head, sort of. That's the DVD.
It's like they don't care about DVDs anymore. Like, did you see the DVD art for the Avengers?
Oh, did you see the Blu-ray art for the Avengers? It's pretty shitty.
At least it's
Like it would be
raised.
good. Yeah. Like they worked on it, but then it's all just photoshopped together.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's-
I mean,
like their heads all
the
look
only
floating.
I think the only really bad one is Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he's the worst. Yeah.
because obviously he's the biggest star in it. So they say we can't have Iron Man have his mask on, even though both Iron Man Blu-rays are Iron Man,
And like
Yeah.
anyone who looks at Iron Man is not going to understand that Robert Downey Jr. is under
right?
that mask.
Right?
Wait a second. Who played Iron Man in this movie? Was it? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not gonna see it. I don't see Robert Downey.
You know what I thought was really cool in the movie is when Robert Downey Jr. was flying around without the mask on, and I could recognize his face.
Wait, that never happened.
That's right. 'Cause
That's what they need to start doing Spider-Man movies like that, where we can see like his face inside of his mask.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, no.
No. James
'Cause
is
that way-
never allowed to make a Spider-Man
No, because
movie.
that way they wouldn't have to always find an excuse to take his mask off. See what I'm saying? If there was like some really
Yeah, I
weird looking
guess.
effect where like his mask would go transparent.
No,
Speaking of
stupid.
which, I have some excellent Spider-Man DVD news for you.
Okay.
If you go to Walmart,
Mhm.
they're taking pre-orders for their exclusive Spider-Man DVD,
Mm-hmm.
and the package is the Spider-Man mask with the discs in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Might have to do that so I don't have to get the lame Blu-ray one November 2nd.
Oh, is it lame looking?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
man.
like the original poster where it's his battle-damaged suit,
Oh yeah.
but the 3D one is him swinging through the city, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right. It's just whatever. Also, E.T. 30th anniversary comes out.
Yay.
James pre-ordered that one, I'm sure,
No, I didn't.
so he can't sleep at night.
You know what? I saw on your Facebook that you liked ET, so
No. I respect ET,
enough to
but I don't.
thumbs up it on Facebook.
Oh, did I? I think they were doing a contest. I think they were doing some kind of
So you're
contest.
just trying to
where-
exploit it.
yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I was. It was like hey,
But
if
no
you like
matter-
ET on here, you get a free ticket to Lincoln. Or no, that wasn't it. But it was something like that where they were doing a contest.
But no matter what James says, E.T.'s a great movie.
it is. It just scares the shit out of me. That's all.
And James has never been able to fully explain why. I've
No,
asked him.
No, I can't explain why. Because when I was a kid, I would lay in bed and I would be afraid the ET's creepy little like hose neck would rise up at the end of my bed. Yeah, exactly. And it just scares the shit out of me.
And then he would literally run out of his bedrooms with the shit falling out of his ass because it scared the shit out of him, thinking that, E.T. scared him. And his mom would come out and be like, fuck, James, I have to clean up your shit again.
And then E.T. would run out of my room chasing me going, I just want to be your friend.
And would your mom ever say, fuck, James? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Fuck James. You get shit all over the hallway.
Also, Rock of
hear that all
Ages
the
comes
time.
out. You can see Tom Cruise.
Be
Tom
good.
Tom Cruise is really good in that movie.
He's good in
Yes,
that
yeah.
movie.
And, you also get Will Forte being the douchebag with a mustache in it.
Yeah, Will Forte's good in that movie.
Yeah. He's in it for 5 minutes.
The rest of that movie, though.
Meh. Yep. The League Season 3 comes out.
Yay!
Also, The Great Mouse Detective on Blu-ray, which is awesome. That's one of the kind of the forgotten Disney movies. And am I forgetting anything else, James?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Season 7.
Gotcha. It's a really funny cover art. It's one of those really bad family photo ones, and they're all looking different ways. And also The Raven, starring John Cusack.
Yeah. So you can forget about that movie again.
It's way down there on the list.
It
Yeah, it is.
Because nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Strangers on a Train, The Lucy Show, The Raven. Those are the Blu-ray releases for this week.
Back
Nice.
to ET real quick. I know
Mhm.
I'm dressing up as for Halloween now.
Nice.
No! No.
It's okay. Part of me will be mostly covered in towel, but
That'd be awesome. If you could actually make the
and I'll ride my
costume,
bike through your house.
if half your back was like a bike and the other half
Yeah.
was ET, that'd be sweet.
That would be pretty cool. Especially if it were like what you do, you get one of those ones like the guys who dress up like they're a guy riding on a elephant or whatever, where it's their legs are the elephant's legs, right? So you dress up so that you're Elliot on the bike, right? And then there's like a bike coming out of the front with an ET on it. And the reason is because then I can just continuously punch the ET till it doesn't look like ET anymore.
You're right, though. That actually is easier. Then I could put my stuffed ET with the finger that lights up in the basket.
Yeah. No, don't do that. See, it's a good idea. It sounds
And then
really
you'll
cool.
punch him, and they're like, "No, he's my friend. He's my friend."
His people are going to come back.
James.
His people are going to come back here and invade the planet. That's what Independence Day was all about. Independence
like,
Day sequel.
Be good.
So E.T.'s like the child version of Predators or something.
Yeah. Oh, yes, exactly.
So when he leaves and they come back, it's the Predators are.
Yeah, they grow mandibles and spiky teeth.
That'd be awesome.
And then you feed them, they just lie there going,
Dude, if I was if I was a director of Predator 2, when you see the trophy room, I would have put an E.T. skull in there.
Yes,
That would have
absolutely.
been awesome. Traumatize people.
And the movie they base on that idea would probably have been better than Alien versus Predator.
Probably.
You just have predators chasing ETs
Actually,
around.
you know how I could fix that whole movie? Is don't hire Paul W.S. Anderson to write the script and direct
That's
it.
how you fix any Paul W.S. Anderson movie.
Or maybe just not write the script. I think visually he's kind of a cool director, but
The Event Horizon's good.
yeah, it's all right.
I just said that was good. That movie's not good, but
It's all right.
if it's on TV, I watch it and laugh.
Yeah, I think I have it on not Blu-ray, DVD. I haven't seen it in forever.
I just like watching Sam Neill say things
Naked?
like...
Dude, whoa.
No, what? No, I like watching him say things like, "This ship has been to hell."
If you want to see an awesome movie with Sam Neill that's a horror movie, it's called In the Mouth of Madness,
Oh, yeah.
which is fucking brilliant.
you know what's kind of scary? Jurassic Park. That's Sam
Yeah.
Neill in it.
You can go to digitalbits.com and check out their new website, and you can also pre-order all the movies we just talked about, and it takes you to a link on Amazon. Easy to download. I mean, easy to download, easy to order, and you also support the Digital Bits by doing it.
Yeah.
So you should probably do that. James,
What?
let's unspool some real news.
Okay.
It's real news.
And go.
All right. Another light week, unless you guys have much.
Seth MacFarlane is hosting the Oscars.
Yeah. That,
The video he posted with his dad is really funny.
it's one of the, yeah, that was really good. It's one of those things where it's like, well, that might be enough to actually make me watch this year, but probably not. I'll probably just wait and see the funny clips on YouTube. What was the award show he did recently? Where did you
he
see that
was-
where he missed the mic?
Yeah,
that
he was
joke?
on the Emmys.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the Emmys happened and we ignored them. Yeah, because that was pretty good. So if he did, hey, I don't know where the mic is joke like 6 times, that would still that'd be funnier than most of those.
No matter what you feel about Family Guy, he's a pretty creative and
Oh, no.
funny guy. So
Dude, I loved Ted, but part of why I loved Ted was because it was him doing something different. So
except a lot of Family Guy kind of things in it, like when they did flashbacks and that Ted sounds almost exactly like Peter Griffin.
no, it is very Family Guy. Anyway,
And Mia Kunis is in it.
yeah,
Anyways, what else you got? I'm excited because I think
I
it's
didn't-
someone different.
yeah.
And it's like a cool blend of classy and subversive at the same
Mhm.
time.
We've talked about MoviePass before, and I'm only bringing this up because Brad sent me an email about it, and we all, or at least the two of us, signed up to try to get into it to test it out. But they're coming back. It's the thing where you sign up for MoviePass and you subscribe to it, and basically it gives you. It's supposed to be one movie ticket a week, correct, Brad?
I just read for $24.99 a month, you can just go see whatever movies you want.
Oh no, that's right. It's one a day. That's right. Yeah. It's one a day. Anyway, it's basically a thing where you can subscribe, and so you don't have to pay quite as much to see a lot of movies if you're like us. And it's supposed to be they're not sure what the pricing is going to be, but basically, if you go to their site now, you can sign up for a trial. So check that out if you're somebody like us who spends $700.
But
a
is it
year
for
on
new
movies.
release movies, or is it movies that
No,
are
that's
open
the thing.
passes?
The reason that it's maybe going to work this time is because in the past they couldn't get theaters to work with them to actually get that done. This time they are. The way it's going to work is you're basically going to get a credit card from them, so that when you buy the ticket, you give them the card, and the price of your ticket goes onto the card, and they pay the card off based on how much money they are going to get from you paying $30 a month. So it's it's like any other subscription based thing like that, where the idea is that enough people are going to pay $30 a month that they're going to be making money hand over fist that they
Because
can do that.
They won't see 3 movies a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
kind of
let's-
worthless to those people who see like once a month, but
I'll
for us,
exploit
it's
the
every
shit
week.
out of it.
Yeah.
I'll see every movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comes
exactly. Yeah, exactly. If it works, even if it only works for a few months, and then they're like, "Oh, well, we got to raise the price to $80," then we'll drop it. But it's something that's at least interesting, and that,
You get people to go see movies more, probably.
yeah, exactly. If the theaters end up making more money on it because of how many people are actually going to see movies,
They probably
then-
spend more money on concessions.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Hopefully it'll work out. Anyway, what I'm saying is, if you go to the MoviePass website right now, you can sign up and maybe get into their like free trial beta, or not free trial, but it's a beta test of it, which hopefully we'll get into. The other piece of news was that Matt Reeves is now the guy helming the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie.
That's right.
Which you guys both really enjoyed.
I did.
And you both are fans of the Matt Reeves, so
Am
I
I?
am.
well, you really liked Let Me In.
No, I didn't see Let Me In. I saw Let the Right One In.
Oh, you never saw Let Me In?
No,
Dude, you should check that movie out. It's pretty dope.
I'll get around to it.
We didn't see that for the podcast. We just saw that. Oh, yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah.
I think I took
Oh,
the week
man.
off and you guys saw it.
Yeah, we saw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Is that the only
Yeah.
thing he's done?
No.
He also
He
did
was also.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, he was the
Oh,
Cloverfield
okay.
director before that. And
You don't like Cloverfield?
Not really.
What a limp dick.
yeah, seriously, Matt Reeves is really good, dude.
Screw you, man.
Anyway, it actually is something that makes me excited for the sequel to a movie that I didn't really like that much. So
Which is a bummer because I thought the movie was good.
yeah, but Matt Reeves might bring something to it that I think
There's
would be
someone
pretty
sent me a
interesting.
great little, I don't know what you'd call it, on Facebook, where it's they take pictures from the movie and they add just like some stupid things to it, and the monkey leans in and says Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and then James Franco backs up and has that weird face. I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else you got, James?
No, that's it.
That's
all.
it. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah.
God, he did not read Slash Film.
A Die Hard trailer came out this week.
Why don't we don't talk about trailers that much. The trailer's really good though.
It is when it's Looper and Prometheus and The Hobbit.
When
but-
they're huge. Yeah, no, yeah. Wait, you can start bringing in news. Yeah, Die Hard trailer's really good. I like that.
There's a ton of other shit that happened this week, and it's on slashfilm.com if you want to find out.
Why don't you write it down, Brad?
Because I don't.
No, there really wasn't that much.
Yeah.
There
this
really
week.
wasn't that much. Yeah.
I did read that Anna Kendrick might be in Captain America too.
Yeah, Alison Brie is also being tested.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, we don't talk about casting news until it's solid.
Yeah, I read an interview with her. They're really poking her about it, about Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because they want her to be Peggy Carter. No, that was the older one. What's Sharon Carter is
Sharon,
her
yeah.
granddaughter.
Yeah.
Um,
Either her or Alison Brie will be totally fine with me.
yep. Are they getting the same dude to play Bucky?
I don't know.
Oh wait, did I just ruin the movie for people? Do they not know who the Winter Soldier is? Whoops.
Oops.
Sorry.
Oh,
You know what?
he'll be in the trailer. That's
Yeah.
He's got to be.
Well, I mean, you can pick up the trade paperback for a comic that's 7 years old.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
that's it for.
Yeah, that's really it. There's not that much that happened this week.
No, not really at all. Again, I think a lot of movies are just shooting. They did a teaser too for The Lone Ranger. That was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was news like, hey, we're going to get a trailer for Iron Man 3 come end of
Sweet.
October.
Dude, I still haven't seen a
that's
trailer
not
for.
news.
Have you guys know anything about Gravity with Robert Downey Jr.?
No, I haven't heard anything about it.
I know it's
in
coming out
a
in
long
November.
time. Yeah.
That's all I know about it.
I've seen no photos. I've seen no trailer.
And I want my Robert Downey Jr. fix. This is fucking bullshit that I can't find it.
You know, we had Avengers this year, right?
We did. It's awesome.
You just always want there to be a trailer for the next Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
All right. So, yeah, light weekend news. A lot of things are filming right now. I think that's why it's so light.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, they're trying to push them out for next year. Like Iron Man, I think, has to finish pretty soon because it doesn't come out in 7 months.
Yeah.
But I was listening to Joss Whedon's.
And but they are pretty much done. I mean,
they had to stop for 2 weeks because Robert Downey Jr. got hurt, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I was listening to the commentary on the Avengers this week, and that scene where Tony Stark at the beginning flies out of the ocean and lands on Stark Tower was done before they even had a script for the movie because they knew that's what they wanted to do at that part,
Yeah.
to introduce him again. You should listen to the commentary on the Avengers. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
because I love Joss Whedon.
Hey, you know what else is coming out this year?
Hmm.
The Real Nerds at Mile High Con. We're doing a panel.
We are. Well, I'm the only one listed on the panel. Did you see the?
What?
Did you see the
This is
schedule?
bullshit.
I didn't.
No.
Yeah, my name's the only one on there.
But I'm gonna have a chair, right?
I'm sure she'll let all you guys come up. I hope so.
It's probably
What
because
do
your
you-
name's on the site.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Frost and his Nerd Buddies.
I was gonna say because half
Well,
of the
Oh,
questions.
Nerd Buddies? Where's us?
No, I did tell her that I needed 2 more passes though, for you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, good. Because
So,
I mean, I don't need to be up there, but half the questions are gonna be Brad questions.
What?
yeah,
Well,
probably because
anything
it's
technical.
about starting podcasts. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's about being a
It's
startup.
intro
And
to
what kind of stuff do you
podcasting.
need?
I know. You kind of need me there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
explain all this mess here.
Yeah, whatever. I don't need you. Like, just go to fucking iTunes and upload it, dude.
Hey, excuse me, Real Nerds Podcast. How do you record to the laptop?
Dude, you're the only one
Plug
in
'em.
this panel, and you're asking like so many questions. How many people do you think are going to show up for our panel
There's
5.
There's 4 people.
at 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday?
But here's the thing: when the panel's done, all 4 of them are gonna be fans.
That's right. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
I was hoping your answer was going to be, Brad takes care of that shit. Next.
Yeah, you need a Brad.
No. I mean, I know for a fact that when they're going to ask me questions, say, well, the most important thing is to be something about you're passionate about. Because if you can't talk about the stuff on the podcast, then it's going to get really boring. You know what I mean? I mean, this is what, our 70-something episode?
Yeah,
This is our
it's
70th
still
episode.
It is 70th episode. So the Looper was a 69th.
Oh man, there were so many jokes we could have made.
I
They would have
know,
been so
man.
classic.
Fuck.
It was kind of cool that it did end up being our 69th because it's like the reverse infinity symbol, which
It
is like
is.
a loop.
Wow.
Dun,
we
dun,
just
dun.
blew my mind.
69 is not the reverse infinity symbol.
Oh, it's like the cancer
Yeah,
symbol.
yeah.
Whatever.
Infinity.
It works for me.
Get it? No, okay.
Yep.
The cancer
Hey,
symbol.
hey, shut up. It's Comic Book Corner.
What's up, nerds? It's the Comics Corner.
So normally I do, a Spider-Man one or some superhero thing, but because it's Horror Fest tomorrow, and I'm gonna hopefully talk to Kane Hodder, I'm gonna pull the rug out from under you guys. I'm gonna pull a comic book from my deepest, darkest corner of my collection.
No, God, man, what are you doing?
Ow! They didn't even use lube. This is a Friday the 13th comic. Now,
Well, hold on. Was that a joke about how you keep all of your comic books in Brad's ass?
yes.
Ah, okay.
And you explained the joke, so the joke is ruined.
No,
so
no.
many
I
paper
just,
cuts on my.
On his bunghole. There's so many Friday the 13th comics, and with varying degrees of quality, usually in the not so much quality. A lot of time the art isn't very good because it's a lot of guys, hey, this is my first comic book I'm ever illustrating. Yeah, you get Jason Voorhees. But there is one that is kind of interesting, and if you can find it, it's fun. It's called Friday the 13th, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. And what makes it different is, of course, it starts with Jason rampaging through the camp and killing people, but he takes this deformed child kind of away and doesn't kill him. And so the story is about this deformed child like Jason, how he spends his summer vacation is kind of in the protection of Jason, but not really in the protection of him. He's kind of his captive. So it's from his point of view, and then he kind of looks up to Jason, and it's just a different tell. And so it might be really hard to find. Wildstorm did about 10 issues of Friday the 13th, and they're all just little miniseries. And this is one of them that kind of was in between the big one, that the first one they did, which is called Bloodbath, which Jimmy Palmiotti, who did what does he do now? He does All-Star Western, I think, and Justin Gray. They wrote it. And then this was in between this one, and then the one after that was Pamela's Tale, which is Jason's mom. So it's kind of one that's only 2 issues long. It's kind of lost in the whole thing of it. So I don't know. You can try to find it. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be cover price because I don't think the demand for it's very high. But it's one of those books I'm sure that wasn't highly ordered because they didn't make any more after the first few. But it has a really cool cover on one of them. It's Jason sitting in a canoe, and it's all red except the background's black, and there's an oar sticking out of a dude's head, but it's like a silhouette. It's pretty cool. So, for the horror part, pick
Yeah.
up Friday the 13th, How I Spent My Summer Vacation.
One, Colorado Coins Cards the Comics has a really good back issue
They do.
collection,
And
so there's
you know
a
what?
chance.
There's a chance they might have it there.
And if they don't, pick up something else.
Yeah.
Pick up some trades, 20% off.
You know what? They have the Friday the 13th trade. It might be in one of the trades.
Ooh.
Because they had 2 trades from Wildstorm. So
Ask the people there. They are very knowledgeable.
they are. Andrew is in charge of the comic books. Tell him the Real Nerd sent you.
Yeah. And
He'll
then ask
find
him
it for you.
Ask him a deep cut question like that one, and he'll be like, I don't actually know that one. And
Actually, he
then
knows a
he'll
lot
be
about
pissed off.
everything.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I figured he did.
No, you
Yeah.
can ask him,
It's
hey, where's this
surprising.
comic book? It's over there. I mean, he really
yeah.
knows.
Oh yeah.
his
Well, he keeps that
stuff.
store really well organized.
He's the guy who can, remember what the store needs, like the inventory, just
Oh,
by
yeah.
memory.
yeah.
Out of thousands of comics, you bring something in and want to trade it in. He's like, oh, that's worth like $6, and we have 10 copies of it. Oh, okay.
And, what's really cool about him is he knows how much I love the Green Goblin. So anytime the Green Goblin variant comes in, for whatever issue it is, if he gets it, he always puts it in my hold slot.
Nice.
Or if it's an old issue with the Green Goblin, he'll put it in my hold slot. Or because I love Spider-Man, if it's a particular issue of interest of Spider-Man, he puts it in my hold slot. I don't have to buy it, but he puts it in there saying, hey, this guy likes Spider-Man, he likes the Green Goblin, I'll make sure he gets all the stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a really good guy to know if you like comic books, because he'll make sure you get your stuff.
So go check that place out.
Like, I got a variant of the Punisher where he's shooting the Green Goblin.
Why?
Because the cover was cool.
No. I mean, why was the Punisher shooting the Green Goblin? Was that what
I
the
have
book
no
was about?
idea.
You never read it?
No. I flipped through it because I was like, hey, the Green Goblin's not even in it.
Oh, okay.
So I think it had to have been some like Dark
Just a
Reign or
variant.
Secret Invasion tie-in.
yeah.
Where, the Green Goblin featured prominently. Not even the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. So yeah,
Cool.
Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics. It's a great store. Man, stuff we've been watching. Dun, 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 dun. Stuff we've been watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Is that a cue for me to go?
No, I was just pointing at you like, look at what I just sang.
He was just making a new jingle.
I was.
I was expecting him to go into his little rap about making things hard to cut for Brad, but he didn't this week.
I didn't.
So,
I just let it
Thank you. I
be.
appreciate that.
The last thing I'll talk about is a movie me and Brad saw together, so we can segue right into that. So one of the first things I watched this week was Mansome, which is a documentary with Jason Bateman and Will Arnett that Morgan Spurlock did about men and how they look.
yeah.
Which is not that good, except every 10 minutes is cut with an improv of Jason Bateman and Will Arnett at a spa, and that's really funny.
Cool. That's what the trailer was like, where there were, those guys talking and you were laughing, and then there was a guy with a beard, and he was like, I really love my beard.
Yeah, that's what it is. There's like 20 minutes of this dude who wins beard contests all around the world. But there was a really funny part. He was in Germany, and he was talking to the camera crew, and this German walked by and just pulled his beard. And he's like, oh, motherfucker, and he's like going to hit him. And then the dude ran away, and so then he started talking to the camera crew, and the dude came up and pulled his beard again, and then he got punched. So that was pretty funny. But other than that, it's talking about how men groom now, and I think he's trying to be funny, but it never really struck me as that funny.
Weird.
And the Will Arnett and Jason Bateman parts are really good because, those guys are funny.
But it didn't feel like you were really learning or
Yeah,
finding out about
it's a
something you didn't already
documentary
know.
it seems like a documentary that's a fluff piece where it's, this is fun, whatever.
That's too bad. That
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that makes him 2 for 2 down right now. Well,
Comic book.
Comic Con was good, but Palm was, or not Palm. The greatest movie ever sold. Yeah.
Oh, Mansome's a Spurlock?
It is.
Yeah.
I remember when
That's
I
what
said
he
it's
said,
by
yeah.
Morgan Spurlock.
What
This
we
guy
were
doesn't
talking
even
about.
fucking listen to me. I don't even know why I even talk on this fucking show.
And you would know that if you'd been paying attention to the news on Slash Film. They've got they've got a whole website full of news. You could just read it every because I knew about the movie.
Yep. Also, I saw The Sixth Day because we were talking about it all week. It was only $7 at Best Buy. So I picked it up, and the movie's still pretty good.
It's way better than people give it credit for.
Oh yeah, the only part that kind of drove me nuts is they had these weird slow motion shots, but it wasn't the slow motion where it's really fluid. It's that slow motion where it kind of has like trails of blurriness. I don't know how to describe it. You know,
It's got an effect on it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Just
There you
It's
go.
not just the film slowed down. Yeah.
but for those people who haven't seen it, it's a movie from 2000 that stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Michael Rapport, and he's a extreme. This is true. Extreme helicopter pilot. I think the name of
Which
his
is it's so
company
90s.
is Extreme.
With an X, yeah.
Yeah, Extreme
that the
Helicopter
one-
Tours.
Is this the one with the XFL in the beginning and the
Yeah.
quarterback gets
Yes.
Yeah, gets
Yes.
killed
Yeah.
at the XFL that lasted 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess all that extreme product placement in that movie didn't work out.
Yeah, and the extreme helicopter pilot. But you know, the one thing that's cool about Schwarzenegger that I think a lot of people might forget is he's really charismatic,
Oh yeah.
and it's really fun watching him in movies. And he's really funny in this movie, and he also plays a caring dad. And you know, it's all dealing with cloning, and you know, his daughter wants this. The creepiest part of the movie is his daughter wants like some lifelike doll.
Yeah.
What was it like Cindy wants to be your friend or something, and it's the creepiest looking fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't. Their dog dies at the beginning, and the mom wants him to go to Repet to
clone the dog,
Clone
yeah.
the dog, and you know Schwarzenegger is, I don't believe in it.
He doesn't want some demon clone dog in his house around his daughter.
Yeah, but he takes this the CEO of the football team, the Phoenix something, on a trip, but he jets out early to pick up something for his birthday party.
By a helicopter?
Yeah. But he when he comes home, he finds out that there's a clone in his house of himself.
Yeah.
And
And then he kills it, and that's the end of the movie.
he does not kill it. But what was really crazy about watching this movie again is you could tell, I think it was rated R, and they cut it down tons.
Really?
Because, you know, they have the one line where he says you should clone yourself while you're still alive so you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then there's a part later on when he says, hey, when I told you to go screw yourself, I didn't mean you seriously. But when you watch his mouth, it doesn't line up. So you know he said fuck again. And there's parts where people get shot and it cuts really quick.
Huh.
Like you see them kind of get hit with a bullet and then it cuts. Like especially when Robert Duvall takes a shot like right in the face. But yeah, I think you should check it out. It's a really cool movie. Michael Rooker's in it as the bad guy.
That movie is.
It's really funny. One of the part actually made me laugh is there's a bad guy who gets cloned all the time. His name's Riley, and after Schwarzenegger kills him by running him over with his car, he's cloned and he comes back. And then Schwarzenegger breaks his neck. He's like, "Stay dead this time." And I was just thinking to myself, I said, "He's just a random helicopter pilot killing people.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It doesn't matter."
No, that's why it is terribly 90s in the way that movie feels.
But-
Because it's just like,
I think how they get away with it too is because cloning's illegal. So if it's a clone, they don't have any rights as a person. So
Yeah.
I guess you can kill them and it doesn't matter. But yeah, The Sixth Day. You should check it out. It's fun. And there's great Arnold one-liners at the end when he's talking with his clone. It's pretty funny. His clone takes one of the helicopters to Argentina. Spoiler alert. The movie me and Brad saw this week, we attended a free screening by the Mile High Horror Fest. It's a horror anthology called VHS. Horror anthologies are really cool. There's some that I really enjoy. I love Creepshow. I think Tales from the Dark Side is kind of strong. But one of the biggest problems with horror anthologies, and especially like this one, is there's some that are really, really good. And then there's some that are jarringly bad. And this movie is no exception. But I will say this about this movie is it's really creative at some parts. I thought the first story, and not the overarching one about the guys who are just assholes. But I guess I should set up the premise. The premise is these guys terrorize girls by getting out of their van and lifting up their shirts. And then they video
Film
it.
it and
wait,
put
the-
it on YouTube.
Yeah, they film it and put it on YouTube.
the guys jump out of a van and like lift up their shirts like to show their chests.
No, they grab girls and lift up their shirts.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Like they stock them in a parking garage and then
oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that is bad.
And then they're hired by some guy to go to this old man's house and get a special VHS cassette. For those who are listening who don't know what VHS are, this is before DVDs.
Yeah.
So they go there and they find this dead guy, old man, in this room that's full of TVs. And one by one, they each put in a different videotape. And
'cause they don't know what they're looking for. They're
Yeah.
just trying to find a tape. with some shit on it.
Yeah, and so they put in a tape because they're trying to find some smoking gun tape, I guess. I mean, the opening premise is really flimsy, but the second story is about this girl.
So then we see each tape they put
exactly.
in. So that's the okay.
But what thing I did like about this, because it's a found footage movie, is a lot of times, people have cameras and they make excuses for the people having the cameras. And I mean, if I was in Paranormal Activity or anything and something fucking stupid was happening, I would drop the camera and run away.
Yeah.
But in this one, they had some guy wear glasses that had a camera built into it. So it was like spy glasses, because the first story is these guys were trying to videotape them having sex with girls they're picking up at a bar. And this one girl follows the guys from the bar to their thing, and all she says is that she likes him. And, she turns out to be crazy. You should see it. I won't spoil it, but it's
She's not who she seems.
She's not who she seems, and it's really cool. I love there's a scene where the kid breaks out and he falls down the stairs, and she's like stalking him above. I think it's really creepy, the imagery there. And what did you think, Brad? I mean, you can tell it's low budget. But some of it's really creative.
Yeah, there's really creative bits. There's some terrible bits.
That Tuesday the 17th was horrible.
Yeah, a lot of them. Like
that sounds like a horrible idea for a movie.
Oh, dude.
I think it's supposed to be like cheesy on purpose because it's called Tuesday. Like they know what they're doing. But one of the things that bugged me is even some of the good ones, they don't really like. There's just no reason for people to be videotaping what they're doing. Like I think the second one with the couple on vacation is by Ty West.
Yeah,
and
he did Cabin Fever
and Innkeepers and
the
House of the
Innkeepers.
Devil.
Oh, he did do. Did you? No, Eli Roth did Cabin Fever. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
He did Cabin Fever 2 that he disowned.
Yeah, but they're just filming each other like right before they go to bed with the camera. Like, good night, honey, and then like she puts the camera down, and it's just like, would anyone videotape like their spouse or each other like going to bed? Like it's just so it's rolling so they can explain what's going on.
Yeah,
and
and you're right. And the Ty West one was okay. It did have kind of a shocking end.
Yeah.
But I mean, not like the end, but what happened to the dude. But that one really didn't seem like a horror movie to me. It was more of a thriller.
Yeah. And then what was the one after that? Forgettable, I guess.
It had been the Tuesday the 17th.
Yeah, which, as bad as it was, the whole digital effect of like
the killer was cool.
Invisible killer was cool.
It was just the lines were horrible.
Yeah, the dialogue was terrible, and the
it
characters
didn't make
were
any
stupid.
sense.
And
because there were 6 of them. It went.
Yeah.
The chick one.
Yeah,
the
succubus
couples,
one.
The succubus
one.
one.
The couple on vacation.
Tuesday one? Was that the third one? No,
Tuesday was one of them.
What the fuck one are we missing?
The last one was the haunted house,
which was really good.
Which was probably the best one.
That one was awesome.
Because it looked like a really actually haunted house.
Yeah.
With hands coming out of the wall and like floating shit and
I just got his costume when I was driving home. I forgot to tell you, he's a nanny bear. Like he's the bear that you get for nannies, and they have the camera in their head.
You didn't get that?
No, I didn't get that right away.
Damn it! What was the other one? Could somebody look it up
while
we talk about it?
Sort of trying.
Thanks.
Not that I can.
Oh yeah, it was the alien one.
Oh yeah,
that's one we're forgetting. Which was actually really, I thought it was kind of scary. The build up to it. This girl was basically what do you call it? iChat.
Yeah,
like Skyping.
It's like Skyping, basically. Yeah, with her boyfriend, and she says, "Hey, I hear these footsteps in my house," and so she says, "Please, I'm going to point my camera from her computer out, and you tell me if you see anything." And she's scanning it. And you see like this little boy run across, and then the next time she goes, she's scanning, and you see a little boy like sitting on the ground. So you think like her apartment's haunted, and there's all these little creepy things, and she's pulling out her skin and stuff, and it starts getting really creepy. Then the ending just
she says there's something crawling around in her arm, and then like as it progresses, like in one chat, she lifts up her arm, and she's been sitting there digging into it with like scissors the whole time.
So you think she's mentally
seems to have no
imbalanced.
problem with it,
Yeah.
And her boyfriend the whole time is just like, oh, I can't believe I have to talk to this chick. Yeah.
I can't have sex with you.
Why have
over
I been
Skype?
with her since
She had
elementary
great
school?
boobs too. She showed her boobs at the beginning.
There's a lot of boobs in this movie.
There's lots of boobs in this movie.
But yeah, you said horror anthology.
Yeah. So, would you tell people to go see this movie, Brad?
If you really like horror, I think like the average person who's just like, I want to see a scary movie,
Might be tough sell.
might be like, because there's some bad stuff in there, and
It might be a movie I'll get on Blu-ray because I really want to see the filmmaking process.
Yeah.
And I love the ideas of them.
The effects in a lot of them are really convincing. So
Yeah, especially
for
a
a low budget movie.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Especially that haunted house, man.
Oh, yeah, the haunted house was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say anything about it because it ruins it, but what you think is going on in that one is definitely not what's happening.
Yeah.
But it's done really well. The ending is meh, but yeah, the overall, and it was weird because most like anthologies, the overarching story is the last one you see.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, the overarching story ended, and then they had the haunted house one. So yeah,
So, yeah, we got one extra. Throw it in after the. Right
yeah, it's almost like that's what it was.
Probably because they're like, this is cooler than what we're going to end with.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put this at the end so it's more memorable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you should check it out if you're a horror movie fan. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So VHS, definitely one of the better found footage movies for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's everything I saw.
So is that a segue to me?
Yep.
I saw that, and then I've been watching the. I almost skipped over. I saw Paranorman this week.
Ah,
Nice.
And I don't think I loved it as much as you guys did. It's
Fuck you.
Still definitely. Fuck you, James. It's still definitely a good movie. I had a terrible audience again. Like this month has been just horrible.
don't talk in movies. Just as a rule.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
seriously.
me or
No, just people.
just
like,
Can you wait 2 hours and go home and take care
This
of
is
that
not
shit?
your living room.
But yeah, it was good. The animation is fantastic. It's got a good message.
Yeah, I mean, did you think like the ending? I didn't expect it to be one, a little girl, and two, that she was a witch because she was bullied and
Yeah.
terrified, and that's where all her power comes from, and her lashing out.
Yeah, it's very much like a reverse bullying story. Like it's not just a don't be a bully. It's like a don't.
Don't get revenge on bullies. 'cause
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't help
exactly.
anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I always thought the last scene where he's told her just to sit down and lay down with him,
Yeah.
like I almost cried. I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And he's like telling her just to, it's okay. You gotta forgive.
Oh, I also love the B movie opening. That's
Oh
like,
yeah, the B
Oh,
opening
yes.
is amazing.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Yeah.
And how that scene though that directly follows that when he's sitting there with his grandmother and then he goes into the kitchen and the scene that happens after that and you realize what was happening in the first scene, how that it's so heart-wrenching. Like it man.
Yeah, his dad's a dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He barely comes around at the end.
Yeah.
And it was clever because you always thought the zombies were the bad guy, and they're really
yeah, that's
just
cool
right.
too. It's like they're just like
Trying to
we
get-
want to be dead. Come
Yeah.
on, help us out.
and they're trying to get Norman to help them because he
Yeah.
could talk to the dead, but everybody's too afraid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And and the stop motion's amazing.
I don't. Do you have any idea how they did that whole end sequence? Like all the bright,
it's probably CGI included.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be.
It's too good,
Yeah, they can get away with that.
Yeah.
because it's whatever. I
and
don't,
it should be. There's no rule against that.
I don't need to see stop motion clouds and things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we just got some yellow cellophane, and
What they did
we're
with the
gonna crinkle it
characters
from
is
the-
enough. Like it's still
Yeah, exactly.
amazing. I kind of didn't think about it a lot.
Oh no, it was more like when it was over and everything got quiet again. Then I went, "Wow, how'd they do that?" Like it was so visually.
I thought the end credits song was kind of out of place though, but
I don't
What was
remember.
it? I
the
don't
end credits
remember.
song.
I think it was like a kind of a fiddle or something. It was very bluegrassy.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah.
yeah.
But the credits were cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love those. Yeah, those
because they were built
old horror movie
Yeah, it was
art,
like
art
yeah.
styles. Yeah, good stuff. A lot of nice art direction in that movie. And then The Office season 8 got added to Netflix, so I've been going through that again and watching on TV. It was all right,
And this is that season 8 is the post Steve Carell.
Post Steve
one, right? The
Carell,
last
Andy's
one,
the
yeah.
boss, and I was like, okay, well, this isn't as great, but it's doable and passable. And then watching it on Netflix now, where I can just kind of no commercials, no Comcast bullshit, going straight through episode after episode. There's really funny stuff in the background, or like throwaway gags that actually make me laugh out loud. The main stories are kind of whatever, but the side characters and their little like one-liners are hilarious. So
Yeah.
I've been really enjoying the season again.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was. I feel like that was always one of the richest parts. Was all of the side characters and not necessarily the main stories each episode.
Yeah. James, what did you watch?
Dexter came back this week, which is another one of those shows that I've been watching for a really long time. And the first couple of seasons I loved. Of course, I loved season 4, which is the one that had John Lithgow in it. But it's starting to wear on me a little bit. It's starting to feel a little bit too TV. Starting to lose some of its realistic qualities. The little few that it had, I should say. And this is the season. Spoilers if you haven't been watching.
You're
But
gonna spoil the fucking show for me.
well, you already watch like the first episode and didn't care much.
No, Joe let me borrow the first season that I haven't even put in yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've been watching it.
I'll be vague about it, but it's something that just when you start the show, you're like, okay, eventually they're gonna do this. Well, this is the season where
Deb finds out he's killing everybody.
all right. Well, hey, then I didn't spoil it.
I knew that part of the
Oh,
show.
okay, yeah. This is the season when, at the end of the last season, Deb catches him killing somebody. And what was kind of cool was that I was really afraid when this episode started that they were just going to have him weasel his way out of it, and that. And that's what he tries to do that. He tries to convince her, no, it's just he attacked me and I went crazy and somehow I had an apron and lots of knives and a bunch of plastic and, all the stuff that I use to ritually kill people. And I know how to dispose of the body and, let's just take care of it. But by the end of this episode,
Is this the last season?
She knows. No. I think they're saying that next season they might try to end it, but I believe that they signed another 2-year contract a year ago. So I could be wrong, but they aren't calling this the final season. And there's a lot of fans of this show. I think that if it were the final season, they would announce it as such, like they did with Breaking Bad or whatever. But this could be really interesting. It's at least something that's going to shake up some of the expectations of the show. But there were still scenes where characters would show up and conveniently find evidence, and I'd just be like, come on, why is LaGuardia even there? Why didn't we kill this character 4 seasons ago because she's such a horrible actress? Come on, please. So I don't love it as much as I used to, but it's still good. I'm gonna keep watching because I have to know where this story goes. I also got a chance to rent The Pirates Band of Misfits, the other claymation animated movie from this year.
Nice.
Which was really charming. It's not as impressive, I think, as Paranorman is visually, but it's definitely funnier. There's a lot of good little gags in there, and if you've ever seen Chicken Run or what's the Wallace and Gromit? Yeah, there's so many little details and stuff in there, and so many little throwaway jokes. So this is one where if I ever see it cheap on Blu-ray or DVD, I'll probably pick it up because it's one that I think if I watch a couple times, there's going to be a lot of fun little jokes that I didn't see this one time that I watched it. But yeah, it's really good. If you have need for a family kind of comedy, you should definitely check this one out because it's got some.
Did you dig the Darwin story?
Yeah, no, I think I did. Yeah, I think that the Queen is a little bit ham-fisted as far as how much she hates pirates and all of that. It was yeah, okay, but that was just because they needed to have a villain. But I enjoyed his the fact that he was doing it all because he was in love with her, and that's why he sort of manipulates things and is trying to be a good scientist is just because he wants to win that thing so he can meet her. So I enjoyed that part of it, but it's really just that the captain and his crew are so much fun, Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's everything I saw.
Nice. Good job, boys. Hey, guess what we saw this week?
Taken 2.
We did.
Oh, yeah, I got it right this time.
James, should people go see Taken 2?
Rent this. If you're a big fan of the first Taken and you're like, I got to know what happens next, I would say rent this.
Brad, should people go see Taken 2?
Who cares? If you saw the first one, you're probably going to see the second one anyway, so whatever.
You're not even listening to our reviews.
Yeah. I'm going to try to tell you what to do.
But
way to be a definitive movie critic.
You're not even saying whether or not you liked it.
My response is I'm indifferent to the movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm with James. I think you can rent it. A lot of the same. And if you don't believe me, listen to the trailer and see.
Dad, crying.
Baby.
Hello, Brian.
I was just leaving you a message.
I wanted to surprise you.
Well, you succeeded. Welcome to Istanbul.
Mom, look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Dad's the best, huh? Yes, he is.
You slaughtered our man. Our brothers. Our sons. We will find him. We will have our revenge. He is here. I want all three of them alive.
Listen to me carefully, Kim. Your mother is going to be taken. And people are going to come for you, too. Where is she?
Dad.
Take one of the guns and two of the grenades.
You have 30 minutes.
This is not a game.
What are you going to do?
What I do best. If I kill you, your other sons will come and seek revenge.
They will.
And I will kill them too.
Again, it's the one thing I do like about it is I'm kind of a fan of Liam Neeson kicking ass.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why it's so cool that he does. Maybe it's because he's old, but there's
Old
something
and huge.
Well,
Yeah,
and I think
there's
just
something
some of
badass
the,
about him.
some of the way that he acts, you know, the way the emotions come across his face, I think make it sell his character fairly well. Like
Yeah.
when he needs to give somebody a look like, man, I'm gonna kill you, he does it real good.
So
That's what I'm
when
saying.
does this movie take place? Is it immediately after Taken 1?
Well, it's soon enough after Taken 1 that all that's happened is that they've gotten home and his daughter is learning to drive, and that they buried the guys that he killed in the last movie. Like
It
it's
has to
like,
be a
it's-
couple months because she's
Oh, yeah, yeah,
dating
yeah.
that guy for a couple months.
Yeah, I mean it's probably maybe
Jamie.
6 months or so, though it's still
But they hung
summertime.
on to those dead bodies for
Yeah,
a couple
that's what-
months?
That's why.
Well, they had to fly them wherever.
I'm guessing there's
a lot.
some time passed after those funerals, even though they didn't say in the
Yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah, because only like a week passed between.
Maybe they're flashbacks.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Because the only thing that's jarring is Maggie Grace looks a lot older in this one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was
and
4 years later?
Even in that one, it was a little bit difficult to believe that she was 16 or 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
In high school. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one, they've got her running around, you know, in a bikini most of the movie, and you're like, she's supposed to be 17. Like, you know.
And she doesn't have her driver's license.
I mean, she's old. She's older than I am, but still, yeah.
I mean, there's always cool character moments. I like how precise Liam Neeson is. You know, he's always getting out at 2:00, except for the one time when he's worried about his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Played by Famke Johansson. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Famke Jensen.
Famke Jensen, sure.
Yeah.
She's Jean Grey in X-Men.
Yeah.
And Wolverine stabbed her.
Aww.
Oh, that movie. Yeah, it's this one's weird.
Like, I don't know. I was, like, entertained. I don't think it's
Yeah,
necessarily
like
a
I wasn't
bad
bored
movie.
that whole time.
But again, it's just like, oh, cool. Liam Neeson's family's kidnapped again. I guess it's time for him to kill people.
I feel like when you do a small low budget action movie and it does as well as Taken did, when you do a sequel, you had better really up the ante and up the action on it. And I don't think that I really saw anything seriously impressive. Like there was nothing real special about this one. The first one was kind of special just because it was when Liam Neeson was becoming awesome, so you got to see that. And it came out early in the year, so it was sort of on its own. So that was part of why just everybody flocked to it. But with this, like, well, there's a car chase and they outrun a train. but not really. Like that was kind of boring. You know, there was
I
no
always
big
laugh.
set piece or badass moment where you're just like, yeah, oh, how cool was that?
Because even in the first one, it seems Liam Neeson has Luke Skywalker in him because the bad guys can never shoot him.
Oh yeah,
But he's able to pick them off like it's nothing.
yeah.
But he did, at the end, he did have to fight that one guy that was kind of his equal that didn't look like he would be. He's like a scrawny fat guy
Yeah.
who was,
He had some moves.
he had some moves. Like, he was their version of Liam Neeson. He was the Albanian version.
Well, and he did. He got out of cars a few times and gave a good like "I'm gonna kill you" stare. So he was very Liam Neeson in that way.
He was.
Did Liam Neeson just smash the bad guy's head in the wall to kill him?
No, there was
there's
like
a
a hook.
faucet or something
Yeah.
behind him.
What I was just about to say is that
They should
I
have
had
like
a-
water come out of his mouth. Like that would have been awesome.
ooh,
It's a
yeah.
PG-13, though. Maybe
What,
it's
you
too
can't
much.
show water coming out of someone's mouth.
Yeah. Well, the thing that kind of bugged me for a lot of the action was that the way it's edited, it was a lot of like cutting back and forth between cross cuts real fast, and so
Even
it
during
made
the
it really-
dramatic scenes.
Yeah. Even to the dialogue, it was like, you know, shot Liam Neeson, shot Famke Janssen, shot Liam Neeson, like there was no.
Here's one from the rooftop. Here's one from down below. 3/4 angle.
Yeah, and so it was just hard to follow things, especially when the action would pick up.
Yeah, that first fight scene in the alley that he does when he's trying not to get taken.
Oh yeah.
It was just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Or do these cuts even match? Like the same?
No, I don't think they did. Like they really didn't feel like they did. That was
Yeah.
the problem.
Hey man, the action's up here. No, it's down here.
And even I mean, I just watched the first Taken, so the French guy, like, he was only in it for 2 minutes, and they don't really even divulge what he told them, or
Yeah.
and how would he know that Liam Neeson's character was doing a security job in Istanbul? Because the last thing Liam Neeson did was shoot that guy's wife.
Yeah.
So how would he find out about where Liam Neeson was?
And I could hardly even remember who that guy was. And like, so the way that it's thrown into the movie, it's just that guy could have been anybody, and you just
Yeah.
imply like, well, that guy, it's some guy that knows what Liam Neeson's doing. So to throw him in just doesn't even. It's just like, well, hey, this is a sequel. This guy was in the first one. We got to call back to that. But nothing was, because when Liam Neeson starts going crazy and, you know, killing dudes because they took his family, it's never as impressive.
Well, I guess the first
or
one, his
satisfying as the
motivation
first
was
one.
more. Like, he
Exactly.
had more motivation.
The first one, I feels something like one of those revenge slasher movies, you know.
Yeah.
Like any of those. I can't even think of, like, I don't want to say I Spit on Your Grave, but only because that's the first one I think of for some reason. But those movies where, like, somebody does something bad to some young woman and then she goes crazy and kills all of the people who raped her or whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch of those movies.
Yeah.
And the first Taken feels like that, where, like, they take his daughter, and then the fun for us is just watching him go crazy.
Because if
and
that was
kill
your
these bad
daughter, you're
guys.
like, if that was my daughter, I
Yeah.
would kill those guys and jump on a boat. The one thing I do like about this movie, though, is the part where Maggie Grace decides she's going to fight back.
Yes.
Because, you know, I mean, obviously throwing the grenades through a city is goofy, but
Oh,
With,
yeah.
with
what
no
the
consequence, apparently.
yeah.
Yeah, and she had a gun. Why doesn't she just shoot the gun? Because that doesn't blow up cars and giant
Maybe,
water.
maybe he wouldn't hear it.
It's not as loud, James.
Duh.
I guess.
And he needs to conserve bullets so that when he finally gets it, he can use it.
But it was cool that she kind of,
Yeah.
you know, took...
Yeah, because he tells her to just go to the embassy, and she's like, "No, Dad, I am going to help you. Just tell me what to do." And that was cool. But then
then
I
she
was
pussed out. And
yeah, because there's, you know, she finally gets to him, and he's like, "Okay, get to this drain, throw the gun down the drain, so that I can, you know, become a badass." Well, we know that in the case there were 2 guns, and so I'm thinking, all right, if you do this right, then she throws the gun down there, and then the guy comes up on her and is like, and then she reveals, like, "Oh, I took both guns," and then she shoots the bad guy, and I thought that would be so cool. Oh, that doesn't happen. She just is damsel in distress, and Liam Neeson has to save her. But still, that whole sequence where she's like running on rooftops, you know,
Yeah, it was different.
That was
And
cool.
so I appreciate that in movies. I just wish they would have gave her a better ending to that,
yeah,
where she shot the guy.
I actually wish that the rest of the movie had just been the 2 of them together.
Yeah,
Like,
but there was that great line where she's driving. He's like, "You know how to shoot? No, then drive."
yeah. Which was the only good line in that sequence, because the rest of the time it was just Liam Neeson going, Kim, go, Kim,
Yeah,
go right, Kim, faster, Kim."
And
Kim, go!
And then we did have those guys below us, where one guy who was cheering him on
Yeah.
in the car chase and clapping and
And every time that Liam Neeson would hit somebody, which it's a Taken movie, so he hits a lot of people, the guy would go, "Hello,
yeah, hello,
hello,
sorry there, chap."
Boom.
oh, you're gone,
Boom,
boom."
So if you wanted to hear that in our movie, you could have.
Yeah,
Sometimes it doesn't bother me too much, but it was just obnoxious.
yeah. If you're just gonna,
It
if
wasn't
every
like
now
Red
and then-
State where people were getting killed and people were like, yeah, because those people are
Right.
so horrible.
yeah.
This one is,
Well, or if the things that had been happening in the movie were a bit more satisfying, then I
Yeah,
can
I guess
understand it. Not to begrudge that guy for being more into the movie than I was, but
yeah. But
it seemed real easy to satisfy him.
But also, too, it seems like he wasn't doing it because he was satisfied with the movie. He was doing it because he was trying
drunk.
to be obnoxious or something.
Yeah.
And he was like an old dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's a difference between going to a Star Wars movie and when you see the Lucasfilms, people
You cheer.
clap,
Yeah.
and just being, woo, yeah.
It's like, hey, we know there's, but then they shut up through the movie, unless the finale's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like,
And that kind of cheering is okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind when I'm watching the second time I saw the Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man kicked the lizard off the antenna. This little boy went, "Oh, cool!" Like, I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. But I don't like it when you're trying to be the sportscaster, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's commenting on what's going on the screen.
Yeah.
but he also would turn to his friend and they'd start having a conversation.
and they would have conversations. So he's just being a butt knocker.
Yeah.
Butt knocker.
So fuck him.
Yeah.
So next week, is there anything else you want to say about Taken 2?
No, I was just imagining all the horrible audiences I've had to sit through this month.
You have.
Fuck you, audiences.
Man, if you could be like me and go to movies at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, you can see movies by yourself.
I know. Damn me for having a 9-to-5 job.
James, anything else you want to say about Taken?
No. I'll probably see Taken 3.
Probably, because he has 2 sons,
Yeah.
and they're going to seek revenge against him.
Hopefully his 2 sons are more interesting than that Russian guy playing an Albanian.
He's always plays like he's in a lot of movies as a bad guy.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
in 24?
Yeah.
He is in 24.
Prime guy, yeah.
He's in Snatch, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. He's really good in Snatch, Boris.
Boris the Blade. Yeah.
Yep.
And a ton of other stuff that.
I can't remember. If there's a bad Russian guy, he's probably that guy.
Oh, he's in one of the Bond movies. He's in Goldeneye. Isn't he?
I don't remember.
He's
I just saw
definitely- he's in
GoldenEye. I
one of
don't
the-
remember seeing him.
Probably.
What are we seeing next week? I want to see Sinister, but I don't know. I think there's something else that's coming out that we want to see. Is it 7 Psychopaths next week?
I would totally go see 7 Psychopaths. Sinister, you're gonna have a hard time convincing me to do, but that's just because I'm a pussy.
You are.
Oh no, next week is Argo.
Oh,
dude.
Argo, sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Which we will try to find time to see while we're in Telluride.
Oh, that's right. We're in
That's the
Telluride.
problem.
So, yeah.
That episode will be late. Just FYI.
It might be late, or maybe we'll have time to edit it because we're at a film festival and how many people are going to sit down and talk to us. We don't know yet. But you can tweet us at real_nerds. You can email us, realnerdspodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also call us 720-6nerds5. You can like us on Facebook. Leave us a message there.
Visit our website.
Visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com. We like movies.
Show's over. Go home.
Oh, bye.
Bye.